Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the right of me is my man,
Cappuccino. What's happening?
Cappuccino Mix.
Yeah. What's up,
All right,
homie?
my man.
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
It's Thursday night.
Longest Thursday I can remember, man.
Why is that?
Man. I don't even want to get into that, man. This is a hip hop podcast. Anybody want to hear that shit I'm talking about?
That's
but
what
this
we
been
do.
a long goddamn day.
That's what we do in the beginning. Though.
Yeah,
we
that's what
complain
we
about
do.
how fucked up our week was.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm
You
ready.
over it?
Yeah, I'm ready for Friday. I'm ready for right now, and I'm ready for Friday. And I just figured out I don't have nothing on deck for the weekend, so I'm ready for that shit
beautiful.
too.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, I told you I'm spending the night tonight, right?
You did not, but you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm here tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
That man, room. You're pretty much the only person that actually stays in that room.
Hey, look, man, you are the greatest hospitality type person. Like Conrad Hilton ain't got shit on you. My man.
Well, the best thing
my
is
man, $100,000.
The best thing is you don't even turn the bed down. So when you leave in the morning, I don't even got to make the fucking bed.
That's too messy. And it's like nothing ever happened. I wouldn't even hear. It's too messy. I don't want you to get no complaints, man. We good. What's up with you, man? How was your day?
It was good. This is kind of weird because I'm used to recording on Sundays.
That's what I was about to say. It's not the weekend.
It's not the weekend. I was in D.C. actually Monday through Wednesday, so I just got back last night.
Yeah, it's a school night.
Yeah, it's a school night, and I don't know, man. I'm a little out of sorts. So
we got to get that right back on track real quick.
Figured out. So real quick, if you're listening for the first time, this is Southern Vangard Radio. We drop twice a week on Tuesdays. It's a mix show. So the latest and greatest hip hop cut up by myself. Meeks and I popping shit, drinking bourbon. Drinking beer, having a good time, and then on Thursdays,
even on a school night,
even Sundays technically is a school night, right?
I mean, yeah.
Shit, I still got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to get the kids rolling.
I told you I didn't want to talk about it.
But anyway, so and then Thursday we have an interview session with a renowned MC, DJ, producer, behind the scenes person, A&R type folk or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
So last week actually we were in Brooklyn. We had a joint with PF Cuttin. PF and OC dropped an album. Let's see, this is going to drop next week. So last week they dropped an album called Opium.
Yep.
That's a burner. The week before that we had Kenny Dope. The week before that we had we did the A3C recap, and then the week before that. Anyway, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're up to 184 mix shows this week and some 145-ish, 150-ish interviews.
Still on that guesstimation.
I still don't know. I still can't. I can't keep the mix shows. I know because we number them every week. But anyway, make sure you share, follow, like, and subscribe on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube, Stitcher Radio, and we have a number of affiliates as well, right, Meeks?
Yeah, ATLHipHop.com, Return to BoomBap Radio, WRBB, I Am Classic, RawRadio.net, X Squad affiliates, our newest. All of those here in Atlanta, and then we go out on the West Coast with Soul Public Radio out west. Shouts out to X Row.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to do the introduction? You're really good at this shit. I'm not.
All I know is this ain't no man but Jahambo shit, man. This ain't no like run of the mill type shit. You said I was to the right of you tonight, right?
Well, that's the key, right? Because normally if we're doing a phoner, you're to the left of me because I'm sitting here like this.
Well, okay,
tonight I'm to the right.
So this is not a phoner. And homie, let me just ask you one question, man. Just one.
All right.
If you allow it.
All right.
Who you got to the left of you right now?
Motherfucking Large Professor.
Yeah,
Extra P.
Who else is in here?
And then we got P. Watts.
P. Watts is in here.
Raw Wattage. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's happening?
We got the homie.
Who else is in here?
We got the homie Ghost. What's up, man?
Ghost.
ATL.
Yes, sir.
Coast to coast.
Who else?
And then we got DJ Pocket.
DJ Pocket in here.
And then we got J57.
J57.
God damn, it's
like the Hall of Justice.
It's quite
I'm telling you. No telling what's happening in here tonight.
So first off, big shout to Watts, man.
Yeah.
So this brother hit me up on Saturday on Instagram. And that's probably the fastest I've ever replied to any DM in Instagram probably in my life.
I believe you.
So,
I believe you.
So Watts hit me up. He's like, yeah, well, man, I'm going to be in Atlanta. He's like, I'm going to be with Large. We're going to try and do something with the show. And I'm like, bet we're going to work it out.
No
so
problem.
thank you, man.
No problem.
Thank you for that. And thank you for bringing, y'all down for A3C just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
so, first off, man.
Shout out to Breakbeat Lou and Classic Material.
Word,
man.
absolutely.
Word up. Opio.
Yes, sir.
Word up.
Yep.
Definitely.
No
yes,
doubt.
sir. Thank y'all. So what's going on, guys? What's the latest, man?
Why are we so lucky? What's happening with that? Let's talk about that because y'all was just in South Carolina a day ago, right?
No, man, we came straight here.
Straight here? Okay.
Straight here. We fresh off the road, man.
Okay.
For like 14, 15 hours.
Oh,
man.
snap.
So we just got here this morning, man. So slept like 3 hours and we up and moving, man.
Rock stars, man.
Damn.
You got a lot of people complaining about the road, man. We up and move, man.
Yeah, that's part of life.
The road is long, the road is wide. No doubt.
That's part of life.
Word. Yeah. So Watts, we played. Why don't we talk about the single first, right?
The T.O.O.L.
Let's talk about those. Let's talk about those, and kick things off there, and then we'll get into it a little bit more.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all playing that too.
Yes, sir.
Had to
in the mix, man.
Had to.
Yeah, it's a single that we pushing right now, man. Featuring Large Professor, produced by Large Professor.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, man, that's the one. Like I was like, man, we need to, Large is like, Large don't co-sign too much shit, man. So
yeah,
he's like, man, let's get on it, man. It's that BoomBap, but it give you that party vibe too, man. So, I that's why I was like, man, when you think of hip hop and you go to hip hop parties, it's always like a sausage fest. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, we need to incorporate the ladies. So that's why the hook. I was like, man, we need some women at these shows. You know what I'm saying?
That was one of the things we noticed at the A3C show. You looked around at one point in the night and it was mad. Like they was having
individuals.
They was having a great time. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah, I thought actually.
So we do need more of that at the show.
Yes, we do. Yes, absolutely.
For real.
Absolutely. So in the flip, I guess it's the B-side or or the other joint is
Don't Lose featuring Sadat X.
Exactly.
Brand new.
Yeah, that's crazy. That joint's
crazy too.
Yeah, produced by DJ Ogee.
DITC.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, that's my football coach, man. He in my ear all the time.
Your watch.
Yeah, man.
So you guys prepping for a new album, Raw Wattage? Is there going to be a new LP or like what's the deal?
Definitely, we're gonna put an EP together because now everybody they seeing a little movement. So Breakbeat Lou hit me up, man. I got to get on there. He's sending me tracks damn near every day. So
dope.
I want to definitely incorporate him somehow, some way.
Dope.
I got to get J57 on there. We talked since we did the. Since we did, I got a joint with Raz that's crazy. The Large producer, man.
Oh, the Raz cast is crazy.
Okay,
Diamond D too, right?
Yeah, Diamond D.
Diamond
D. Yeah, I don't want to tell every
too much, right? Too much. Yeah.
Well, I was getting ready to ask about one, but I won't ask.
Go ahead.
Well, you said he had a joint with Static too, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a project with Static, and shout out to Static, man. He just played the joint on Shade 4-5 tonight. Too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said world premiere, but I'm like, man, it already been world premiere with Southern Vanguard. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Static, man.
Sorry,
let the shots loose.
Sorry, man.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, shout out to Static, man.
Shout out to Static for sure.
Show off radio, yep.
No doubt. All right. So new LP is gonna drop.
Top of the year, man.
Okay.
I'm completing everything as we speak. We getting everything in motion.
All right, beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And then look out for me and Large got one coming hopefully by the summer, man. We got
nice.
Okay.
We got this one joint with Ghost and Freddie Gibbs.
Oh yeah.
What?
I can't wait, man.
Yeah,
Really?
man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait.
Oh,
Sound like it's gonna be another world premiere.
Yeah. I think so too.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Starting the South,
man.
No doubt. What's up with Effects, man? How's he doing?
He's cooler, man. I got to get him out there. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to get a little jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I had no idea he was from Kentucky.
He's from Radcliffe. You know,
yeah, exactly.
That's right down on Fort Knox.
So when we were going back, when I was going back and forth with the Raw Wattage account on that, was that him that was replying, or was that you?
No, that was me, but he be on there sometimes too.
Oh, he does.
He be throwing people off because everybody be like that.
Sound like
well,
me
see,
and you.
Meeks and I manage a Southern Vanguard account, so you send a DM to us. There's no telling what you're going to get back.
It's a real
but
good
I had
cop,
no idea.
bad cop situation on that one, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. No, but I want to get them out here. You know, when we drop the project, we'll come see. You know, I'm gonna bring them down here.
Okay,
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, make sure.
So how'd y'all connect? Like, what's the story there?
Man, through my partner that stay in Marietta. You know, my homeboy Hyphen. Man, he connected us. He was always DJing. He was DJing for Fort Jackson. Fort Jackson's out in Columbia.
Okay.
And he was DJing for the military base. And,
okay. So is he still in Radcliffe, or he's
he's in Columbia.
So is. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But he's born and raised
in Radcliffe. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was bugging when I saw, because I'm from Glasgow, which is just it's a small town in Kentucky,
that's funny,
just south of that.
You picked that up off of a hashtag, man. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, I don't see that. You don't see that shit very often. You don't see people hashtag Kentucky very often, unless they're talking about bourbon or horses or some shit, right?
Yeah,
so
what's crazy? We just did a show with Mr. Cheeks out there, man, and
in Kentucky.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of people coming out though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we did one in Radcliffe. Everybody was like, "Man, y'all should have did that thing in Bardstown." And
but well, I mean, there's a reason I'm not in Kentucky anymore.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Kentucky though. You know, you got Louisville. You got.
You do.
Yeah.
I grew up in a super small town, man. So I was trying my entire life to get out of that motherfucker. So I managed to do that somehow, some way. But yeah, I mean, Louisville and Lexington and Nashville, like that whole area was like, that's where I was every weekend because I had to get out. And,
Louisville was popping, man. Louisville was definitely popping.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool, man. So Effects is going to be in the mix on the new record, you think? Or?
Definitely. He's gonna have three. He's gonna have 3 joints. I don't want to. We got a special joint on there with a special. I'm gonna just say rest in peace, man. God bless. He one of the legends. We got a record.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And, all right. I couldn't have. I was like, man, I'm gonna keep the beat the way it was because that's how he heard it. The artist that's on there. I ain't want to change nothing. So Effects is definitely included.
All right, dope.
But I like I said, J57. I need one. Just one.
Word up.
Just one.
He's got a few.
5, 7.
Making shit happen one situation at a time on Southern Vanguard Radio, man. I love this shit, man. Hey, Watts, you originally from Columbia?
Columbia, South Carolina. I was born right on the military base, man. Fort Jackson. Yep. And then I ended up in New York like early, like probably about when I was
that was my next question. So you did.
Yeah, like the lineage is crazy, man, because man, I know Akinelli when I was young. I didn't know LP, but I used to be an Akinelli crib because I used to, play basketball with his little nephews and stuff. So we used to be right in Left Rack City, you know what I'm saying? Right. And his brother, shout out to Yachty. But that's my connection. I didn't meet LP through Akinelli, but I go back. That's my lineage, you know what I'm saying? And
that's what's up.
And I got into some trouble up there, man. If you ever been in New York in the early 90s, it was ratchet,
mischief,
man. Like
criminal mischief.
So I got into some things. And got sent back to the South. And that's when the South was becoming mischievous. You know what I'm saying?
Sent back to the South.
Shipped back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ship him back.
Oh no. Damn.
Yeah. And then,
all right.
Yeah, then long story short, man, met Trage, and
the heart.
Trage, I love Trage, man. That's the heart of the bridge.
Okay.
That's the heart of hip hop to me. You know what I'm saying?
Trage,
absolutely.
Shouts out to Trage.
Yep. And
so that's how y'all connected? Was through Trage?
Through Trage.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Gotcha. And then I already knew Flush. Like I knew Flush knew my cousins. Flush was actually the first one to tell me to rap on a record. He used to record his demos in my cousin's spot in Corona.
We talking about Raw Flush.
Ramel, yep. And Raw Flush. Damn. I was in the house one day. He just made me rap. He said, "You getting on this record?" You know what I'm saying? And
nice.
That's like I lived this shit, man. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. It was a part of me. You know what I'm saying? I've been around it.
Right.
Yep.
Wow,
man, amazing.
So are you up top now, or are you just back and forth? Or
I was supposed to be home. I'm about to lose my whole family and everything. You know what I'm saying?
We just in the world, man. We just in the world, man.
In the world, man.
I just see you everywhere. That's why I'm asking, man, because you're all over the place.
I came to NY, and what's funny was it was just chance trip just to go see family. So I run into Tragedy. I lost contact with Trag since he left the Carolinas. Because he was staying down there. I mean, he was staying with me for a second.
Okay.
And I ran into him. It was a DJ premiere versus Pete Rock night at BB King.
Pop that shit, man. Don't worry.
Right in the mic.
That's one of my favorite sounds.
That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah. I see you over there. Just pop that motherfucker, man.
This terrapin, it's all right too, man.
Yeah.
No.
I ain't mean to cut you off, Watts. I just wanted to make sure he popped that shit off.
Yeah, of course. Right there. Be proud, man.
Be proud. Loud, too. That's my favorite shit.
Straight up, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, Trag, man. Trag connected the dots, man, and it was a beautiful thing, man, because he was like recommended me. He was like, yo, man, I got the youngin' from down SC, man. He wanna come up, man, and do some work, man. And I was like, yo, bring him through. And then once we connected, and I heard Watt's idea about like, because there was that little void where it was like, yo, the little space where it was like, yo, the South and the East ain't connecting. And I think this man's I think he's on to something, man. I think he's on to something that's going to be crazy. Like, because even now, when I hear a lot of the South dudes rapping, like T.I.'s new project, like, there's always been a nice clarity. Like, you could hear what he's saying. And even in the pattern of how he rapping, it sound like an NY dude to me. Kind of like, I'm like, yo, man, this is... So... I think we right on time with this. Maybe a little ahead of time, but you know what I'm saying? We'll wind up being right on time with this.
I put my work down here too in the A. Like I started off with DJ Burn one. Y'all familiar with DJ Burn?
Oh yeah, okay.
5 Points Music Group and all that.
I don't know Burn, but I know of him.
Yeah. So I had a nice little project that featured Big Crit and Scotty Ritz and Yellow Wolf and a lot of folks.
All right, cool.
I hit the road with them, start leading on a couple people. So I put my work down here.
Dope. Yeah. So, funny enough, man, this is kind of crazy. This is now the third time I've run across y'all like since February. So the first time I actually saw you guys was in DC.
That was an early January show.
DC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Songbird.
Nice show. That shit was cold.
Nice show.
Why you ain't telling me it was going to be that cold, though, man? It was brutal.
So I get to the venue. I'm with
from the South for real. You don't like that shit, do you?
Man, it was like minus 13, minus 20 or something like that.
It was a cold night.
Man, that's the night that I caught pneumonia. That's the night I
you told me that, huh?
Oh, really?
Nah, I literally caught pneumonia.
Did you really?
I wasn't able to get rid of that for about 4 months. Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
For real, man.
Well, the best shit was, so I was out there with Jay Cyanide and Kev Brown, and I was hanging out, and the show started, and you started things off, right?
Right.
This motherfucker gets on stage, and he's got a fuck Trump hat on.
Nice.
And it's just, we're in D.C., right?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And he's just going in. Yo. Shit was dope.
And I was performing the record on, because Trash did Arrest the President. So we
exactly.
So we redid, like right before Trump got elected, we redid Arrest the Future President.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Trash
that was on news, right?
You know what I'm saying? That was on news.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all check that out. News is available on all digital outlets. Y'all check that out.
Yeah, so that's the last record. That's the last full length,
last Raw Wattage album.
2016 or so?
Like the end of 2017, early 2017.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was a great show, man.
Yeah,
you kicked things off properly, man.
Bobito came out.
He did,
Yeah, I came in the venue. He was on stage and he was just like rocking, like, "Yo, this is my house." Like, yo, nah, you ain't hitting the stage, man. The stage ain't yours. I was like, "Yo, Watts, come on, man. I got a couple of classics, man.
just a few, just a few."
I got on stage with him too. I was by then.
I was too saucy.
He
Everybody
put a record on, and I forgot lines, and I was like, man. That's it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a dope show. That was a dope show, man. Yeah, so that's where I'm at large.
Yes.
Joe was there.
Word up.
Neek was there.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
The barbecue crew.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Fatal. Joe Fatal.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how you say Joe.
Yeah.
We had Jimi Hendrix's daughter out there too with us. My girl, my Asian and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We was chilling. We
had
myself.
I feel like it was more people in that. You know what I'm saying?
It was a lot more. I mean, you said Side Nine.
Liquor Shot. DJ Liquor Shot was out there.
Word Liquor Shot.
Yeah. Two-Tone.
Two-Tone Jones.
Two-Tone held me down.
Yeah. Tone, no doubt.
Yeah, that's one of the perks of traveling, man. Especially up in DC, because there's always some shit going on there. So when I'm up there for work, I can actually look at the calendar.
Yeah.
And if there's some shit during the week, I'm like, all right, I need to go to DC.
Yeah.
Right. And that was one of those.
that time. Yeah.
That was,
pick your work schedule and convenient. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So Jay Sai and I, we go way back with Jay.
That's
so
my guy
when I saw him open up, he was going to open up for you guys. I was like, all right, I got to come up there and check that shit out. So
hey, I missed that for real.
Nah, he put on, man. He had a great set.
Yeah. Cool. So we need to get the A3C story straight, man. Mm-hmm. If you can break that down for me, because you did over the weekend, and Meeks and I. Well, I mean, y'all saw Meeks with the hammer during the show.
Absolutely.
You know what we were focused on. We were focused on getting that.
I was like, is that a hammer?
And when I was listening to the show, I didn't literally think y'all meant a real hammer. Like,
he thinking, the ratchet. He's thinking the ratchet. The hammer.
I'm trying to take a little break.
Just as much damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a little work. Take a little break from working the stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there working like the hardest man in show business, man. Like that shit. Like, shouts out to Brandon Boyle. Like that stage manager shit, whatever you want to call it. That's not to be taken lightly, man.
Yeah.
Especially on some hip hop shit. Cats come in,
hip-hop,
try to do their whole album, and
you
know what I'm saying? It's just like, we want to show up late. We out back, blowing it down, whatever. So, but we did our thing. So I'm taking a little break. I went in the green room, chopped it up with Large right quick. And Ghost puts me on blast. He was like, yeah, that's nice. And y'all met each other and fuck all that. Yo, is that a hammer in your back pocket? He wrote his bond.
Like, yo, dog,
I'm like, yeah,
right
man,
now?
I'm running the stage tonight, and we got some questionable DMs leading up to the event. So,
okay,
I don't, and just we know where everybody else is from in here. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
No doubt.
We don't fuck with none of that shit.
Man.
And to put it correct and real Memphis, we ain't barring none of that shit.
Straight up.
So Cass was talking crazy to us in the DM about, the stage and all that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen that
I'm
night.
going to be Mr. Fix-It tonight.
But
I'm going to be Mr. Fix-It.
I used to be a Weebelo and a Boy Scout. I'm going to be ready.
That's your Boy Scout? You was on your Boy Scout shit? I thought you was Mr. Fix-It, man.
Nah, man. Well, Mr.
We're going to fix this shit. Yeah, we're going to fix this shit.
I can get a badge, too, at the same time. So... But yeah, that was just a fun. I appreciate you putting me on blast, because I didn't even know if anybody was peeping it out. But that's probably why the night went so well when I think about it.
Must have.
Smooth. To the point where we was able to get an hour out of Bumpy.
Yeah, you was brandishing. You was brandishing. Everybody was seeing that hammer. They was like, man,
I just knew. All I knew was
no
it was in my
hammer.
back pocket, and I'm ready. But we had a great night, man. And,
great night.
So yeah, we had some questions like, what brought y'all there? Because were y'all just checking the festival out? Or
yeah, so that's what I was saying, right?
We was out there last year. We was out there last year. Large and them had a function last year.
Yeah, we had some last year.
Where?
Well, the year prior to
it was a barbecue, wasn't it?
It was the anniversary.
It was the anniversary, but we were on a rooftop and performing.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I remember.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
That was dope. Yeah.
But Breakbeat Lou, man.
Shout out to Breakbeat Lou.
Yeah, he put together a nice little.
I seen him. I don't know if I told you the story though. I seen him at Classic Material.
No doubt.
So I just like, I like, man. I was like, what's up? I see you on this flyer at A3C. I'm thinking like, yo, I want to get this record played. This T.O.O.L record.
Yeah.
And let Large. We gonna be down there. You know what I'm saying? Let Large get on the mic, and I just want to do a verse on something.
Yeah.
So then he was like, all right, let me get back to you. I'm gonna reach back out to you. So he hits me back the next day, and he like, man, well, what you think about getting on this Nautilus break and doing this live at the barbecue joint over Opio joint? So I was like, let me run it by LP, you know what I'm saying, and make sure he good with that.
No, originally Fatal was supposed to go down.
Well, right? Fatal was supposed to be down there. I was trying to get I was trying to get a whole bunch of people down.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Because I was trying to get Flush down there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I saw that
It's
picture.
hard to peel some dudes from New York, man. They just will, it's like Velcro, man. Like, you can't get to them. Man. They don't, Flush is the governor of Queens. He's the governor of Queens.
Okay.
So you got to be there for his appointment. appointed duty, man.
Now, that's got to be some big shit for him to get out the city, right?
But man, did he miss something though? He missed something special.
Yeah, nah, that was nice. That was nice. That was some
he
wild.
don't realize that he could have, did some joints. I didn't,
for sure.
He could have did some.
Now
joints.
we have him out there next year, man. Definitely. Roll
All
flush.
All right.
But that's how that whole thing went down, and I consulted with LP, and I don't think at first you was with it, right? Was you?
Yeah, nah, you know how I am, man. Man, what's this bug, man? Nah, man.
But my man Rock, you know what? I love LP.
But then once I hear and see who's there, like
LP Rock, LP Rock with me, you know what I'm saying?
So it wasn't a hammer, P. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't the hammer, man. It wasn't a hammer, man. Because I know what that hammer shit is about. I know what that hammer shit is about. I walked around with hammers too.
I didn't want to give off that vibe. I walked around with
hammers before.
I didn't want to give off that vibe that you had to get on. Nah, it was not like that.
Never that.
Hey, yo, somebody hit me up today. They was listening to the Kenny Dope interview. They was like, I hear Kenny used to carry hammers too. I was like, yep. Just to go to school. You know?
The best shit is we had about 15 minutes before the doors opened that night. So me and Meeks and Pocket went to the pizza joint around the corner just to get something to eat because I had to start DJing at 9. We get our order and we sit down. And everybody's just kind of looking at one another because we just been stressing,
right, the whole event, right.
We just trying. Our whole goal was just like we just got to get to 9 o'clock. We got to make sure everybody's here.
Yep,
right.
And we were like, no drinking until we get to Bumpy.
Right. We gotta
be on point.
That's dope.
Sober as hell.
Yeah, that's dope.
Keep shit moving. Keep it on point.
Yep.
And so we just sit down, and me and Pocket and Meeks were just looking at one another, not saying shit. I don't know why that happened. But then Meeks just pulls his hammer out of his back pocket and slams that shit down on the table.
The hammer again, man.
I said it ain't gonna be no fuck shit tonight.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's about
to happen. On some Thor shit.
I don't know what's about to happen, but there ain't gonna be no fuck shit tonight. Not on my watch.
What are you gonna ask me?
No, did y'all have any clue of what was going to go down?
I had no idea. That was the point.
So Breakbeat Lou ain't never mentioned nothing.
Had no idea.
Wow.
Dude.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So
we didn't see nobody until the sound check. We didn't talk to anybody that was on the bill until the sound check.
Wow.
So it was just like really going in blind. You know what I'm saying? But you had that feeling like if we do this just right, just maybe.
Yeah.
We might have, and sure enough,
that's
man,
good, man. Nah, that's dope.
And
man.
again, shouts out to Brandon Boyle. Like I said, man, we fuck with the music too. IMC, that's my DJ right there.
Of course,
that's my DJ right there.
Of course,
and we ain't never did no shit like that, man. Ever. Like to pull off a show. It was funny because A3C, they sent a stage manager over to us.
Wow. Okay.
And he sat in the corner, chilling.
Yeah, Pocket took over.
Yeah. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then when I looked up at one point,
he know nothing about that. Yeah,
he was moving out.
Yeah,
he was like,
gone.
yeah, they got this under control.
No doubt.
We gone. But that was our first time.
I seen Pocket. I remember your face vividly. Like you was in there monitoring everything.
Yeah. Nah, it was not going down, man. That was our one shot. We felt like that was our one shot to like really jump out there.
No, that was a real
and thanks to
real
y'all,
hip hop thing, man. That was a real hip hop thing right there.
Breakbeat Lou, Opio. Fucking
man, thank you to the
judge. Diamond, DJ Hurricane, Lord Finesse,
DJ Premier.
Thanks to all of y'all, man.
And shout out to the judge that ain't locked me up that day.
No doubt. Shouts out to him.
Word up. We was definitely at the courthouse in NC prior to that, man.
That's ill. That's ill.
Yeah.
So Watson.
We appreciate y'all,
we had no idea, dude. I just knew you when you guys came out for the Live at the Barbecue shit, like during O set, right?
Right.
But I didn't know about that. So I was like, oh shit.
You know what was funny about that?
We was on our Broadway shit on that one.
Right, exactly. Right.
We knew what was funny about that.
Right.
I looked over there and saw Large, and I realized Large was in the house.
Yeah.
And when that shit came on, you and Ope was on stage, and Large was looking like, yo, why you rapping on my record?
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't even know. I heard the beat drop, and I was like,
this
shit's about to go down right now.
And I know y'all ain't had no clue. Like what was
had no fucking idea. Right? So at the end of the night, after Bumpy got off, Meeks was we were on stage handing out shirts and drink. We had a shot of what
oversized shirts,
yeah. It was 2X. That was the largest one.
300X. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
I tried to catch large on the way out. He's like medium, and I couldn't find a medium by the time I came back.
Yeah, I got, you know what I'm saying, large. You got to do the muscle. You know, I got to do the tight muscle shit these days. Getting older.
That's right.
Yeah, I brought him back an extra large. He looking at me crazy.
Yeah, like, what is this? Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, man, we were wrapping it up, and then I went over to Lou, and I was like, "Lou, you ready to rock?" Because we had time left over.
He was supposed to
DJ.
Yeah.
Right, and he was like, "Yeah, Large is getting ready to go on."
Change your plans.
I was
Change
like, "What?"
Your plans. Yeah.
So I ran over to this guy. I was like, "Man, we got to get off the stage right fucking now." Large is about to go on.
That's real.
I had no idea.
That's real.
I just started throwing shirts at people.
Thank y'all for getting off the stage, man. Let me do my thing, man.
I had to do it, man. And just so you know, I know you an ass who was holding down the chicka woo woo woos. That was me. I'm gonna tell you, that was a dream come true. I had a live mic the whole night. Like, you don't want to do that.
Sandman, you can Sandman them anytime you want, man.
Hey, man,
you got to get off the stage.
And I didn't really get on the stage that much. I just did everything I needed to do from the perimeter.
Right.
So it was a great night, man.
Absolutely,
night, man.
I agree, man. Absolutely, man. For real, we appreciate y'all for real, man. It was all sporadic, man. It was all sporadic.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I had reverted back to my childhood, yo. I'm talking about running to the crib, Yo MTV Raps, BET, whatever it was that day. Like, that was my shit, man. And I was thinking about that today. I met Ed Lover when they was doing radio here, him and Moni.
Right.
Man, I got on the elevator. We was in the same building. My company was on the 3rd floor. The radio station's up on 10, I believe. And I knew they was in the building. I used to see Ricky Smiley all the time. His whole crew and all that shit. I never bumped into Ed, though. And for some reason, I had to come in early. And me and Ed got on the same elevator, man. I grabbed that brother by his arm. I was like, hey, man, you saved my life, man.
Ed, man, definitely.
Because that's what had me in the house when I could have been out in the streets doing dumb shit. Wow. I'm coming home to check this out. And I vividly remember when looking at the front door drop, and I lost my mind the first time I heard Friendly Game of Baseball.
Oh, man.
And I was mad as fuck when the Menace to Society, was it Menace to Society?
Boys in the Hood. It was the remix. It was the remix on the Boys in the Hood.
Hey, man, I was mad.
It was politics. Blue Note wouldn't let that Lou Donaldson go. Yeah, Blue Note wouldn't let that Lou Donaldson go.
That's not Friendly Game.
It's too early. Yeah, it's too early. Yeah.
Yo, was that just for the soundtrack?
Was that the
was
only
for the soundtrack.
East Coast song on that soundtrack?
Nah, there was another one. I can't remember.
Nah, it was somebody else, but it wasn't a whole lot. But that's what made me so mad about it. I'm like, it's not a whole lot of representation out here. Right. Why they put that version on there?
Yeah, nah.
I'm just like, you
know, Blue Note wasn't. They wasn't letting it go. They wasn't how they are now. They old ears with all of that.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, they wide open right now.
Exactly. Okay. That back then they was like, no, we are and all that shit.
Hell nah. But yeah, man, at some point in the show, man, I just kind of blacked out, man. And I was just like,
I think at one point I was leaping around in the back of the venue, yo. Y'all don't understand. Like this A3C thing was supposed to be like a real small thing on like Wednesday or Thursday, and like me and Jay and Pocket and Meeks and like Superstition. I was gonna bring Jay Cyanide down and Kev Brown. Real like low key, Wednesday, Thursday. Just chill out, kind of kick off the A3C. And then when Brandon, decided that he was going to bring Bumpy in, and then we dropped
transform.
The whole shit just went
Bump did his thing too, man.
Oh,
I really like how he set the show off, man, like a real vet, man. He took it easy in the beginning, man, and then start getting into them joints, man.
Look,
man.
We did such a great job that Bumpy was only supposed to do 30 minutes.
That's right.
Right. He did like 50 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a
Bobby
lot.
killed
Yeah.
this.
He did his thing. Definitely.
Shouts out to
sure.
John Doe and Meeks for keeping that shit in.
Word up, man.
Keeping that shit intact.
Yeah,
Real quick, you know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Shots.
You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to Rashid Chappelle jumping on everybody's
Man,
set.
everybody's set.
No doubt.
Everybody's set.
Oh,
I think that was Eclipse. I think Eclipse put him up to that. If you want to know the real, I think Eclipse put him up to that. Like, look, you're only going to have a short amount of time because there's a lot of people on that bill.
Maximize your time, man.
Bogart that motherfucker, man.
Right. You got a feature with that one, get on it.
Exactly.
Right.
This is your assignment for the right, yeah.
No doubt.
Lord, you was saying something before we jumped off. You getting ready to start traveling and everything.
Yeah. We making some moves, man.
Okay.
Well, you know, the main source thing, man, that's like the Wonder Twins, you know what I'm saying? We activate and deactivate, you know what I'm saying? So now we about to activate for this little run right here. We're going overseas, man, going to Italy, Netherlands, all over the place, London, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just to give the people, you know, we good, man. You know, it's not two DJs, it's one DJ now. It's my man K Cut.
Okay.
So you know, so we in the place to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? And everything's good, man.
Definitely wanted to ask you about that because I can't remember how long ago it was, but there was a bit of a reunion after a long period, a long hiatus, right?
Absolutely.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, it was the 25th anniversary. Okay. Yes, sir. Breaking Atoms.
Did a lot of shit get squashed during that time, or what's that dynamic like?
Yeah.
If now, about it.
Things got squashed immediately after the Tribe song where I said "fuck them two GJs" and then buy the album when I drop it. Things immediately got squashed. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I just blacked out again.
But see, the thing about it was my man K Cut. That was always my man. Like that's my dude right there. That's my DJ right there. And you know the dynamics of main source. You know what I'm saying? It was like if they was brothers, so if one went, you know, the other one had to go and everything. No shade on Sir Scratch or nothing. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? Just K Cut was my preference and preferred DJ out of the two because he actually did something. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? And that was the whole thing, man. And once I had to get that off of me, man, because they you know, it was some money, monetary, you know, some monetary crazy shit went down. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, these dudes can't live, man. And you know, so I had to do that. But nah, me and K Cut, man, we good for life, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad Sir Scratch, you know, I'm glad he profited off for all of the work, man. For real, man. That brother, man, you know, he did good for himself after all of that, man. You know, and you know, I don't, you know, it's all good.
All right.
It's all good.
Definitely wanted to ask you about that.
But fuck them two DJs. But shout out to my man,
no doubt.
DJ K Cut, man. Word up, man.
Large, what surprises you when you go on?
Hold up. Buy the album when it drops.
Yeah, buy the album when I drop it. Buy the album when Raw Wattage, when my man Ghost, everybody, man.
Shout out to
get all
Lord
that
Nez,
shit, man.
Shout out to Lord Nez, man.
Word up, Lord Nez for the heads. No doubt.
What surprises you, Large, when you reactivate or like when you're out on the road or you go overseas? Like, is there anything that like continue like
is a continuance from those days?
Yeah, or just surprises you about like, you know, wow, some 25, 30 years later, like, you know, you're in, you know, wherever
Japan.
It may be.
We were just in Japan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
what is that?
It's beautiful because I've been to a lot of these places and on my own, with Tribe, with all these different people, but not with Main Source. Like, Main Source didn't do a lot of traveling. So now is our time. And it's cool because sometimes you got to go in your separate corners. You know what I'm saying? And just figure out who and what and all of that shit. And then, you know, hopefully everyone's mentally at that place where now when we do reconvene, everything's good. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is with me and my man K Cut, man. And you know what I'm saying? That's a good guy, man. And I hated that I had to do that to him, you know what I'm saying? But he was definitely part of that fold. So I had to throw the whole shit under there, man. And shout out to Mikey D, you know what I'm saying? Because Mike had the cards stacked up against him and they made that project and it was ill to me, you know what I'm saying? So nah, man, the whole thing, man, is and when you look at Main Source, you know, I always knew it was a big a bigger thing than just us three. You know what I'm saying? Main source was actually Nas, Akinelli, all of us. We was all of us was in that studio. So that was really main source. And as we continue on, people will see that that's what it really is.
Gotcha. Okay.
All them atoms and all of that stuff coming off of the needle touching the record.
Right.
That's Ak, that's Nas, that's Fatal, Neek, all of these people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we bringing in now. Dope. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Word up.
One of my top 5 album covers, by the way.
Oh man, that's man.
Might be top 3.
Damn,
top 3.
Man.
That's strong.
That motherfucker. I mean, to the point. Think about the Larger Than Life album cover.
You're very right. Very right.
I bet y'all shit. But I tried to flip it and bounce it.
I did not know that.
I bet y'all shit.
Nah.
That was like real talk, like for real for that time. That was just a powerful image when you think about covers and
hip hop.
Yeah,
breaking.
Yeah,
breaking.
Yeah,
breaking. Like break dancing, breaking.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of science behind that album, man, and I'm just glad to keep continuing to find little scientifical things about it, like the atoms was so it's
very nice,
ongoing, man, definitely, man.
Watch you making that trip,
you know it.
Beautiful.
He wanted the atoms. He that last atom
that was one over in the corner, the top right.
We're gonna get on some of these domestic dates. So
okay,
for sure. And we getting ready to do a crazy one in NY, and we have one scheduled in Atlanta.
Tell the Masquerade to set that up, man. You know what I mean?
Someone hollered at A3C. Someone hollered from A3C about a main source joint. So we gonna see what's good, man.
Right.
Maybe another surprise or something. I don't know.
Well,
sounds good, man.
All right.
It's crazy. Yeah. Meek's crazy.
I'm sorry.
He's looking up into the yonder. He looking up into the yonder, like,
man. They limitless, man. Right now, like as I ponder, and pontificate.
Right.
Large, what's up with your appearance on Hip Hop Evolution, man?
Oh,
that's
man.
dope.
That was beautiful,
that's
man.
Dope.
Shout out to Russell Peters, man, because I know he has something to do with being on the board of that.
Yo, man, Russell Peters' name just keep he's hosting.
No, he's doing it right.
He did the Pop. Did the Pop Duke shit? That's coming up.
That's coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
He's hosting that.
Yeah. Nah, Russell is ill because he's a crazy ill DJ too.
That's the
what
thing, right?
On the
low. He rock. I went to Token Tuesdays. He rocked that.
He'll
joint,
fuck
man.
around and cut
he rocked that
motherfuckers up.
Man,
Man,
Russell Peters will cut motherfuckers. He'll cut me up.
Matter of fact, Russell Peters' joint was packed. It was so packed in there.
Yo,
you couldn't even move. Bro. Like
Russell Peters is nice on the 1 and the 2. Like nice.
What's up?
So once I found that out, and then I found other things out, like he was from Canada, like right across the street from where the main Source brothers lived and everything. I was like, wow. So it was only right. Yeah,
okay.
It was only right for him to like, yo, P, man, my peeps gonna come see you, man. And they wanted me to do the Funk Mode joint over, the Funk Mode remix joint over. I was like, all right, well, I know the Matrix to all my beats, so anytime I could just do that over. And so I knocked it out, man. And that was it's a blessing, man, just to still be rocking, man, for real to this day, man. And with these quote unquote what would classics? Yeah, classics. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So whatever level they are, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be able to still, you know what I'm saying, just exist with these quote unquote classics.
Large, for the people that's out here, man, it's a blessing for us too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
appreciate it.
Like that night when I saw you hop up there, that was a blessing.
I wanted to definitely give the crowd something to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
you did.
I caught a blessing that night. I was like, yo, man, I'm in the right spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get that feeling too often, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
I caught a
now.
blessing right by the bar. You know what I'm saying?
There's tons of blessings by that bar, son. The 529 bar is infamous.
You and Opio, right? You and Opio. Yeah, you and
Look at that
Opio.
picture of Opio drunk as a...
Yo, shout out to my man Oxygen, man. Oxygen all day, man.
Big
for
Ox.
real, man. Word up,
No
Big
doubt.
Ox, man. Shout out to my man Oxygen, man. For real.
Yo, the dopest thing
he was
about,
in the building too, man.
Ox, when we dropped the flyer the first day, Ox called me. No, he texted me. And he was like, where do I get the tickets? I'm going to buy them right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Send me the link.
Yeah.
Like,
Ox,
it wasn't guest list this. It wasn't guest list that. It was like, I'm going to be there with fucking bells on, man.
Yeah. He was about to leave.
Yeah.
Before he said he was outside.
Yeah.
And heard that shit come on.
Well, watch, you were about to go too. You were at the bar.
I can't leave because I'm with...
Yeah.
But I'm at the bar getting, sauce with Opio. I hear looking at the front door. I'm like, man, what's going on?
It was all types of hip hop shit happening that night.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Dion Ferris in the place.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Dion. She was out there. Yeah, that's the homie. Dion the homie.
Okay,
like,
no doubt.
Well, that's when I figured out. That's when I heard your background support and vocals for Large on because Dion thought that was the funniest shit ever.
No
she
doubt.
was laughing her ass off at the end of the night. Like, just
I got a nice flick with her too. I got a nice flick with her.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's
crazy.
up. Yeah, I didn't even think she was gonna stay as long as she did. Like she
stayed the whole night.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she was there.
Word.
Large, what was up in back to that hip hop evolution thing, man? I keep on forgetting about the lineage of you teaching folks on the SP 1200.
Right.
Like when I watched that episode, it really like. Have you always been like that, like the teaching type, or like because Premier's saying that you taught him how to use the SP?
Yeah, Q-Tip. Yeah,
Q-Tip.
No, and
Pete.
And real quick, let me piggyback off that because I picked up something else from that episode. It's like you get all your insider information like right on the sidewalk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Nas and like
absolutely
Watts.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Is that still like
that's the hip hop way? Each one teach one. All of them. I still live by those, man.
When he wasn't getting no phone calls. He wasn't getting no letters. No packages
being
sent
out
to
there.
him.
Yeah, it was just like being out there.
Somebody across the street. Hey, yo, Pete. I need you to get with my a word is like that, and you go.
Everyone comes highly recommended.
Wow.
And the thing about it, that's the hip hop way, man.
Yeah.
And when I got into the industry, that's where Faking the Funk and all of these songs came from because those are real like unwritten laws in my heart. Right. So now when you get in the industry and you see people biting, taking people beats and doing things like that, you like, hold up, God, like I know you did not come up like this. What are you doing right now? Is this some industry shit? And then you just see it become a widespread thing. You like, yo, hold up, man. Motherfuckers is faking the funk. You know, this is where these songs come from. So I always live by those same rules, man. Each one teach one, man. You could see someone, man, that you were investing, man. All right, yo, this brother, man, all he need is a drum machine and a couple of minutes, man. And he's going to take it from there. That's what Paul C did for me, man.
Okay.
Right.
That man, he said, yo, press this button, press that button, press that button. Yo, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I've retained that information like a mug, man, because that man was getting ready to go to sleep. I knew how hard he worked, so I knew I better absorb this like a sponge quickly. Yo, I was on my way from there, man.
And then you got to the point where motherfuckers describe you working on the SP like doing magic tricks. What the fuck?
Yeah, nah, well, you know. That's before hip hop. That's before everything, man. That's before everything.
Oh, Large has always been doing magic.
That's before everything, man. That go back to grandfathers and all types of shit like that.
About the illest shit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, we talking about pool tables and we've been working magic. My lineage, man.
Sleight of hand.
Man. Yeah, for sure.
I just keep forgetting about it because Busta was like kind of bringing it full circle as far as explaining that whole Pete, Preem, that whole circle was just man, I don't forget about it, but like when it was front and center there, and I just that whole clip
was so in your face. It was just like
John Doe. You know where Large Pro got his skills from though on the SP?
Other than Paul C,
Spoonie G.
How was that?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh shit! You fucking with me too, nigga. Like I'm like,
I thought you were about to say something.
Yeah, I'm like, this something new to me too, bruh. What the fuck this shit about right now? No, but actually, Spoonie G was the first record I bought, the first hip hop record I bought.
Was it? Nice.
So I think that's what he said into. He parlaying everything into that right there. Yeah.
Somebody is gonna twist and distort that.
Yeah, man. That's it. I keep telling my young bro, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the young bro.
Well, look here, Large. I'm ready to time travel for a minute. So
yes, sir.
Indulge me for a second, man. I need you to put me in the studio on the last taping of Yo MTV Raps, where first and foremost, let me say, you burned that shit down. I have about three performances that stand out for me. It was you.
Meth passed me the mic.
I was about to say Meth, and maybe 4 because
Chubb Rock did good too.
Chubb Rock did his thing, and I want to say Eric Sermon impressed me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with those 4.
I think Special Ed did good too. Okay. I'm not. This is yours.
Yeah,
it's yours. That's yours.
Calm down. I'm gonna go with them 4. It's my 4, but put me in the studio for that.
Yo, that was nice, man. I was newly signed to Geffen. You know what I'm saying? So the checks had just cleared. I was before that. I was toe up. I was toe the fuck up. And then them checks started. They was like, "Yo, MTV is doing their last episode, man. We think you should be there to represent for what you're getting ready to come into, and you know all that you're doing." It's like, yo, hell yeah, because we always been about sticking our chests out, you know, in whatever forum or whatever. So, went over there real quick. Everybody was there. It was crazy because I saw my old friends, Mr. Cheeks and them there, and Pretty Lou. It was funny because I knew Lou as Eric back in the day. So I was like, yo, E, what up? He was like, yo, you don't know? This is Pretty Lou now. So it was all types of wild shit going on in there, like street shit. You know what I'm saying?
You'll never believe it. I got a Pretty Lou story too.
Yeah, he's out here. Shout out to Pretty Lou. Yeah, for sure.
No doubt.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lou Got Cash. That's Pretty Lou's son.
Okay.
Word up. Lou Got Cash, no doubt.
You talking about Pretty Lou from LB fam?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He in the ATL.
Yo, they was all out here. Yo,
Eric Sermon,
Cannabis used to be
Cannabis,
out here.
Word up, all of them.
Yep.
So nah, man, it was just, you know, everybody kind of, you know, especially Chubb Rock, man. Chubb Rock is the ambassador, man. Like that dude, man, he just...
I used to bump into him at work because he do radio down here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, so correct me if I'm wrong. I think Biggie got a little bit of his style from Chubb Rock.
Well, Chubb Rock shouted out the kids in between Gates and Green, which is where Big lived.
Okay.
Big lived in between Gates and Green. In Treat 'Em Right, he says, shout out to the kids, the kids, Gates and Green. That's where Big lived.
Wow.
Damn, that's
so, you know what I'm saying? It's
very possible.
Man, that's
very possible. Damn.
You know.
Man, watch, you just starting some shit tonight all over the place.
Instigator, man.
I'm just saying, man.
Awesome.
Nah, Big was here.
Spoonie G and Chubb Rock.
Yeah. If Big was here, he would admit to it.
He probably would. I believe
definitely, man.
I believe that.
Definitely,
no doubt.
Nah, but the MTV, man, that was a great thing, man, because it was almost like a reunion of people who
definitely a reunion
had made it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ed Lover, everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? Just when Rakim came through, everybody was like, "Whoa,
it's crazy,
whoa!" And then he kicked one of them rhymes that he said on his, you know, on his next upcoming stuff. Oh man, it was
crazy.
Yeah, it was just like an extravaganza, hip hop extravaganza in there.
Very
man,
nice,
real,
man.
Real nice.
Yo, we can hop back in the time machine. Let's go back a little bit further. The the studio sessions for Illmatic.
Yeah.
Were there sessions where all the producers is in there? Watching the episode tonight, it seemed as though y'all respected each other's space and time.
Absolutely.
But if you happen to bump into, let me hear what y'all. I know y'all was in there the other night. Let me hear what y'all.
Definitely.
What was going on?
Me and Preem always wound up like in Chung King together. We wound up, you know what I'm saying? Like Preem would be in the session, I would be in his session. I was there when Wiz was doing the hook for Whose World Is, and Pete did it over.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, that was my man Wiz. That was down with them and shit. He was doing that.
Nice.
And then Pete did it over and shit. And so it was like you would pop into this, especially me, because I was kind of like the person who kind of brought Nas, So, man, we working today, man. Come through. And I would, here and there and shit. So, but I was never in on any of the Preem sessions.
Okay.
I heard a lot of the versions.
Yeah.
Because at that time, like Nas had came around my way and he was living around my way. So he'd be like, I'm going to the lab tonight with Preem. You come through him now. I got to go do this or whatever and shit. And he would come back with they work.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear it and be like, that's like the original Represent was L.
Mm.
And then, he was like, Preem said he going to change it. And then they changed it.
The original Represent.
Now, is there a demo of that?
The original Represent.
Yeah, it's online. It's online.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
It got like the You Like It 2 drums, the Funkadelic joints and shit like that. Yeah. For real. Yeah.
We gotta find it. We gotta hear it.
Got to, man. Man. It exists, man.
So large. I mean, these days, like, it's probably rare you find yourself in situations like that in terms of creating new music. Like, are you still very much like get in the studio, have everybody there? Like, now you can just email folks beats and verses and what's the process these days? Like when you guys did T.O.O.L, right? Like what?
Oh, we in.
We did Facts. Okay. We did with Facts with Tragedy and Flush.
Trash, Flush. Everybody was there. Everybody was there, man.
Dope.
That's what I want to get. I mean, I prefer calling someone over texting them. You know what I'm saying? Because something could get lost in translation.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? It could be, what's up with you? Or it could be like, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I prefer calling.
That's the lost art, man.
Like, for sure.
Right.
Getting everybody in there together.
Cool, but when you there together, like, it's magic.
I could pull my man to the side and say, man, you said this, man. You could say that. And, we right there on location. That kind of thing. And that's what I think makes the difference. And there's little things that we as vets, quote unquote vets, can do to make our stuff, you know what I'm saying, kind of be like, wow, what is it about that makes it a standalone thing? It's like, or everybody was just in the studio together.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I did a song with Mr. Cheeks and Horace Brown. I had LB and OG there. And the presence of both of them,
right.
They made sure the song came out all right. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that Horace Brown and Cheeks joint is crazy too. Yeah. This man got a treasure chest on the low, man. For real. He got
I can't wait.
Definitely got some joints.
I can't wait to hear it, man.
Yo, Watts, I got a pretty good question from you. So, Ghost, where you from?
He from Flushing, man. Don't let him tell you he from the A.
Talking to Mike, man. Talking to Mike, man. Talking to Mike. Nah. That
just twist it. It'll
originally,
twist. There you go.
Originally from?
Nah, real talk. It's almost like the lineage of Watts say. You know what I'm saying? I was born in D.C.
Okay.
Lived in New York. Large P was my best friend. So we were 5 years old.
We was in kindergarten together, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Wow. Shit like that.
And then I moved to Atlanta when child murders was
86,
going on.
85, 86.
So I left
right on time.
On the break
before
part.
everything.
So when I left NY, I was already hip-hop.
Yeah, you got to tighten that up.
Yeah.
So it went from
I think it's the mic. Yeah,
break dancing to everybody grabbing the mic. Large started, man, we was using play school turntables trying to DJ.
One direct drive
like
joints.
talk.
Word is born.
Damn.
Cause I had one.
Go to his birthday party.
You know what I'm saying? And we playing the radio.
We trying to play the record.
My dad had turntables, but they was Reckner. They wasn't
What?
That's a brand that no one knows.
I mean, with the wood around the goddamn speakers
wood
and
grain,
shit. Like wood grain speakers. So
Yeah,
I guess
right.
that was like, you know, being a pimp back then with your speakers and shit. And you know, fall back, huh? Nah, but that's what's so crazy that the hip hop just never left me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm from DC.
Okay.
And lived in New York, but raised in the A. East side.
Yeah. Nah, he claimed
You know
the
what I'm
8.
saying?
All right.
He definitely claimed the 8.
All right, you got me beat on that. You was here 86. I came here 3 years later, and you claimed the A, and I just can't do it. So what I was about to do was say it's a Southern triangle right here.
Okay.
Right.
Meeks, Watts, Do.
Yeah.
So what I want to ask you, all these UFOs in here, I don't know what's up with them. But Watts, I want to ask you this. Came up in South Cac, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. My homie from Glasgow.
I'm familiar with M-Town.
Okay. That's what's up.
I've been in Orange Mound, man.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
I've been out there with Mr. Ski and
I
Al
fuck
Capone.
with you, man. I fuck with you.
I've been out there with Mr. Ski and Al Capone.
I fuck with
I got
you.
a couple of songs with Player Fly in the stash.
Okay, that's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Nobody needs nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Wake and shaking and all that.
Okay,
you
well,
feel me?
damn. Well,
Yeah,
here it
moving
goes.
on. You feel me?
Well, look here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. The style of music that you do, the fuck that you run with Extra P and cats up in New York.
Yeah.
What's that dynamic about? Because I don't think people realize that there is a dynamic there for when you speak about when hip hop jumped off and it becoming a worldwide thing and the people that it touched. Mm-hmm. I know for me, my first taste of it was all New York. Like that was it.
We was having that conversation.
We got everything late, but that was the first shit we got.
And SC was big on NY.
SC was on that Wu-Tang, man. Like we came up on Wu-Tang, we came up on Mobb Deep. We came up on all the.
We was always out there when I was touring with. We was always in SC.
Nah, check it. When I'm talking about going to the East Coast, like initially when I got into the music, I'm talking about just getting the Fatback band.
Oh shit, yeah,
Rappers
King Tim and all that.
Yeah, Rappers Delight and all that. And
so you was up on that early.
I was, yeah. I'm born in 71.
But I'm saying you went up on Gangsta
1 year
Pat.
older.
Was you up on Gangsta Pat and all that?
Yeah, I got into all that. Tom Ski Mask. Skinny Pimp.
And all that,
I did a mixtape hosted by Skinny Pimp.
Okay, shout out to Skinny Pimp. He was on TVT too.
And look here. Check this out.
I know my history, man.
Check this out. I've been here since '89. Yeah. I still got Tennessee tag and license. I don't really fuck with Atlanta like that. Like I'm here, I'm living. I can't say the same for if I had stayed in Memphis. So I appreciate it for that. But I don't rock with Atlanta like that. If I ever get pulled over by the police and all that shit, and you see my license and plates, I'm just visiting, man. I'm here for the weekend. I'm on my way out.
I will say this, man.
What's up?
I respect that because just like how New York had their boroughs, the South got to represent their city or wherever they come from.
Exactly.
So if it's Memphis, Tennessee, with 8-Ball, MJG, Orange Mound, whatever, hey, salute that.
Yeah.
If you in Atlanta, nigga, respect the deck, SWATs, all the way around.
Doubt.
You in South Carolina, fuck with South Cac, you know, and that's how we build together.
Shouts out to Orangeburg.
I
got people
outside Eastside Decatur.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
My main man from Decatur. Shouts out to Mellow Melanin.
We've been putting in work in South Cac for years, and it took a web series to put the city on the map. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? What web series?
Columbia.
Kill Columbia. Oh my God.
That web series is crazy.
Oh my God, too.
That's gotta be a web series. Like, fuck.
That's not widespread. We're not going anywhere with that.
No. Except the web. That's it. That's web only.
So
Columbia. Oh my God.
Watts, I'm confused, man. So where's the connection to Queens again?
Man, my family.
Your family. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Man,
my cousins, man, my cousins born and bred in Corona.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
My
That
father,
said
man,
northern migration, man.
yeah, my father, man,
Okay.
From the south to New York, from the south to Chicago, from the south to Detroit. Yeah.
I was supposed to be up north.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told you I got into some things.
Right,
and got shit back down south. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
shipped them. Yeah, shipped.
And see, that's the dynamic I talk about. Like mine was early in the yours. We just figured that out, but that's what I got first. And I definitely remember the shift when the West Coast jumped out there.
But see, when you got your shift, you was in Tennessee all your life.
I was still there. Yeah,
man. I seen this up close and personal. I was living it. It was to the point where, man, you couldn't even claim you was from the South when you was in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? So I
it.
used to lie and say, yo, I was from Rochdale or something. You know, I used to lie and say that just to, to get by, because, man, it was crazy up there.
Well,
man.
I'm going to drop something on you.
Yo.
New York women love niggas from the South.
Exactly.
Oh, you already know.
First and foremost.
You already know.
So
you already know.
So I'm going to tell you like this.
Now they do. But they
and women from the South love New York dudes.
That's the flip. That's the flip. So I'm gonna tell you like this. I first bam, okay. I touched down in the Bronx on some love affair shit. And that was like a dream come true. That was like a dream come true for I'm like, you can't tell me shit. I'm like, my girl live right by Central Booking. Fuck out of here. I'm a G out here.
Oh, so you was on the concourse, right?
You was on the Grand Concourse.
No doubt. You was on the concourse. He said my girl lived by Bookings.
Yeah.
Right. I know where the Bookings is in the Bronx.
I seen the buses come in. I was like, oh, look at all these niggas. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. I was like, let me go back in
down
here, man. Yeah, God damn, that was fucked up. Hell yeah, man. So yeah, I think that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot. And homie,
absolutely.
What got you DJing in Glasgow?
Oh no,
Kentucky?
well, what fucked my life up was for some reason,
like for real.
For
like,
some
how does
reason,
this shit happen?
For some reason, my mom and dad, I asked for 2 tapes. One Christmas. One was Beastie Boys' License to Ill, and I asked for Fat Boys Crushin'. I don't even remember why, but those were the first 2 hip-hop tapes that I got. So this is like,
what was on Crushin'? What song was on Crushin'?
I have no.
This is what I need to know. What song was on Crushin'?
I don't know. I don't know.
Chubby
I
Checker.
can't remember.
Was it Chubby Checker?
I know the Chubby Checker.
Twist and
shout
the
shit.
Beach Boy.
Break the beat.
No, Stickum was not on Crushing.
But yeah, man, that was it.
Crushing was after Disorderlies.
Crushing was. They was way
after
out
Disorderlies. The Fat Boys were the Fat Boys.
They was.
That's right.
But Prince Marky D kept that shit.
Absolutely.
Like he had a second life.
Always.
That's what I used to say was my cousin when I moved from New York.
Look at him. You do look like.
Back then, chubby. Come on,
Falling in Love. I think Falling in Love. Oh no, Wipeout was the big one.
Wipeout,
right? It was Wipeout.
Wow.
He was getting that white.
It was Wipeout. It was Wipeout.
spring break.
Exactly. But for whatever reason, they got me those tapes, and it was a wrap after that.
Man.
You was good with the Beastie Boys joint, man. You was good,
absolutely.
man.
I was good with
right
that.
there.
Yeah,
Man,
I was
that's
good
crazy.
with that.
Okay.
License to Ill is crazy.
Yeah,
So
but the same shit.
that's what roped you in.
Yeah, and then Yo MTV Rap.
Okay.
MTV brought hip hop to my crib.
Yeah,
That's
no
really,
doubt.
That's really honestly
That's
like
real.
what it was.
That's
many,
real.
yeah, to
many.
Yeah,
Very many.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Middle of Kentucky, man. Where you're known from the county you're from, not the city you're from.
Word. That's crazy.
I mean,
Real, man. That's real.
18,000 people in the whole county. Like, that's a small place, man. It's a small place. So I did all right. Somehow I figured my way up out of that shit.
We good. We
So,
better
yeah,
than good.
Word.
We better than
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. So,
Shit, look at us now.
yeah.
Like,
I guess.
like right now.
Chilling.
Like right now.
Chilling.
Like right now. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Fuck that.
Oh, man. So what's next for you guys then?
All types
Rest
of
of the year.
tours and music. Yeah, I just kind of leaked a couple of.
Tell them about that animal, man.
Oh man, yeah. I'm working on this project, man. It's something different, man. It's called Different Type of Animal, man, that I'm working on, man. And it's just bug, man. It's so much music, man, with music and just music and beats and music and rhymes and all of that, man. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of, a new project called Different Type of Animal, and I might just do that, man. I got some joints, man.
Shit, you working your way to a DJ residency somewhere too, ain't you? I seen you.
Maybe.
I seen. It's like I've been seeing video footage all week.
Yeah, the genius that says, hey, why don't we just go get this guy? Is gonna be like they're gonna be paid, man, because I got records and all. And that's one day I just looked back and I was like, hold on, man. Nah, shout out to my man Lytro, man. That's my man down with Tribe Called Quest. And he's in the Bugging Out video and shit. He's the light-skinned dude with the bug out eyes on. Yeah, that's my man Lytro. So one day he was like, yo, he grabbed up a spot called 6s and 8s on 205 Christie in the city downtown. He's like, yo, Paul, yo, you DJ, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, P, man, come do a DJ for me. And from there, that shit was wildfire. Like, from that one night, people was like, oh, shit, we didn't know you DJ. And then it's been from there. So I'm just, taking it easy, man. I'm, just getting this, I got
man,
mad.
Get that shit, P.
I got records and
man, get that
MP3s
shit, man.
and all that shit. Exactly.
You have records?
Get that shit, man.
No, you ain't see them records drop out of the damn van when we came?
I know you got records, Large.
Mad records, man.
I already know. Man, don't get that started.
Word up.
Large, were those records you had in that Hip Hop Evolution episode really from the Roosevelt? Were those the real joints?
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nah.
The Glimmick Ray.
I definitely still have Roosevelt records in my collection. Wow. Yeah, definitely.
That was funny, man, when they interviewed Pete. They were like, so they asked him something about the Roosevelt. Like, what did you get out of the Roosevelt?
I can't tell you.
I can't tell you. Still.
Yeah,
still to this day.
No, he can't, man, because Pete just, Pete is different. He's a different type of animal with them records, man. Yeah. Like, Pete
Q-Tip called him out on that bullshit. He's Pete out here talking about he got this from this record. He's like, Pete, you...
Oh, yeah. Nah,
that's to throw you off.
Yeah, Pete used to do that shit. He used to do that. I can't front. And then I will find some shit. I'll be like, oh, this is crazy, yo.
That's wild.
Yo, Pete, what is that? And then after a while, I figured out, like, yo, don't ask Pete what that is.
Him.
Yeah,
I heard Walt and them did that too, the Beat Miners. I heard they planted records in their shit. I don't know if this is true or not, but the legend goes that like the records were never organized,
right? And
they would always plant like bunk shit, like
right
in the stash, and
right.
even D and Walt would they would do it to throw one another off.
Absolutely,
wow.
Absolutely. And then shout out to my man to the Beat Nuts. Because they used to be up in there.
What up?
Yeah, word up. They used to be
looking healthy, right?
Yeah, they used to be in the record convention, man, getting loose, man, getting loose. And if you know what getting loose means, man, they used to be in there cleaning that shit up, man. I be looking through records, man, and I would look to the left and look down to see my man Les down there doing something, and I don't know. I know at the end of the day, he just have a whole big ass duffel bag full of records and shit. And I ain't never seen him come out his pocket.
Shouts out to Les for that.
Yo, Les, what up, man? I need you on this project.
Psycho Les.
Psycho. Right. He used to be dropping records out the windows of stores. And, he used to be crazy. Shout out to the Beat Nuts, man. My peoples, man. My man.
Damn.
Man. Wild.
Good for life.
Wild.
Psycho Les, what up, man?
What up?
Yeah, no doubt.
What up?
All right, what do you guys want to leave the people with, man?
Floor is yours, man.
Yeah.
Talk to 'em.
Anything y'all want to say? Just to leave them with.
I need another beer. Huh?
Word up.
Man.
The
night
good
is young.
vibes.
It don't even matter.
Shout out to y'all, man.
It don't even matter.
Word,
y'all.
man.
Shout out to
Shout out to the Southern Vanguard, man. That's real, man. Watts. I can't front. I did have. I had knowledge. But Watts was like, yo, hold up, listen, man. And then he threw it on. I was listening. I was like, yo, they in there bugging out, man. They in there having fun, man.
I've been listening to y'all for a minute, though. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
I knew
everybody. I knew every, all the cast, but I'm just like, All right, let me check.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all the Southern Cheech and Chong, Southern
Southern Cheech and Chong.
I like that.
Southern Stretch and Bobito, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
like real, for real, like.
And just to see it from a Southern perspective.
Yeah. That's dope. That's what I like, too. That's what I like.
Hey, man, this is our poker night, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got 100 kids. I got at least 75.
Okay.
A
little less. Me. Okay, a little less.
No, John Doe is very fertile.
Okay, yeah. Hey, bro. So am I. So is everybody here. So let's be clear. So is everybody here.
He's not the one that's fertile.
No. She's fertile. No.
Hey, you
ain't know my man Ghost is a doctor in the low too. Right? That man's a doctor.
Let's keep Ghost off the mic,
man's a doctor.
Man, he don't need to incriminate himself.
Yeah, you start talking that health and
but based on family life and kid life and fatherhood and all that, this is all we got. Exactly. Like at the end of the day, this is all we got.
A lot. And
so we have a good motherfucking time.
I mean, the real shit is that Meeks and I were at some pretty low places, probably
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, and
we all were.
And you know what? I tried to think. I'm like, when did I love this shit the most? And the time that I loved this the most is when I did college radio for 5, 6, 7 years. And man, those were some fucking good times.
Was that at Western Kentucky?
In Western Kentucky, yes. So that's how I met Meeks. Meeks was the only person that came to visit me. I was at a shitty little 100-watt station.
Now, how you end up there, Meeks? Now, how you end up out in Kentucky?
Well, we met.
Let's get this interview going now, man.
Here we go.
This is the start of the real interview. This is the real interview now.
Go ahead.
So somehow, in a strange twist of fate, I ended up meeting Egon and Count Bass D.
That's my man. Shout out Count
Bass D. That's shout out to Egon.
That's our people. Word up. Go ahead, homie.
Oh, so somehow I ended up meeting Egon like the second week that he was on campus at Vanderbilt.
That dude is ill, man.
He is ill.
Word up.
And then I met Count, and then I met Pocket, and then you were at WRVU.
We talking about 95, 96.
95, 96.
Yeah.
Great time.
That's how I
Great
met
time
Meeks.
in life. Great
Awesome
time in life.
And Meeks was like, oh, you have a radio show up in Kentucky? Okay, cool. I'm going to come to that. Meeks came up to it, and then the rest is history. Yeah. And then I ended up moving to the A in 2000.
Yeah, I was already here.
Yeah, he was already here, and that's kind of how we connected. But that's how I kind of came up. Like me and E were like making all kinds of trips around the Southeast, digging.
Y'all been to Carolina, South Carolina?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
We were cursing T-Ray because.
Wow.
We were cursing T-Ray
because.
T-Ray?
So you know Eclipse.
I don't know Eclipse.
But
personally.
He was down at SC.
Yes, he was.
Yes,
yes,
y'all go see Roy C. Hammond?
But no, we did not. No, we did not.
Cut the bullshit, watch.
But the reason we were cursing T-Ray is because, back then, I mean, even you think about this, like 95, 96, like you still had to rely on phone books.
Right.
So we were in the car. We'd get out. Off an exit.
Say that shit again. What is a phone booth?
A phone booth. Right. Go to the fucking phone booth, right? go to the R's.
Go to the binder.
The record store.
Phone booth.
Record stores.
Right.
All the record store pages were ripped off. And
now,
Egon was convinced.
Any of our kids know about phone books?
That was T-Ray.
That was T-Ray. Yeah. It had to.
He phone booths either. Yeah. Or keeping a motherfucking quarter, nickel, dime, whatever on you because they got Cash App now. They lost out here, man.
So we had a sack. We'd roll around. We had a fucking sack of quarters like this fucking
Crown
big.
Royal, maybe.
No, yes, probably. We were not drinking them because we had to spend that money on records.
But you kept your random change in a Crown
Royal.
And
Egon only drinks fine beverage, fine wine, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Not back then. Trust me.
Hell nah.
So anyway, it was funny. We were rolling around the Carolinas, and we were always that became the running joke is that if we got a phone book out and the record the stores for the page for the record stores was missing, it was T-Ray.
T-Ray.
T-Ray. Yeah, that became like the running joke. So anyway, that's really kind of how E and I kind of came up together until he moved to LA. He moved to LA. I moved to Atlanta. And then Count, obviously. And
so Egon was down south.
He was him and Count were in Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Yep.
No
and
doubt.
Pocket, you were
University.
No doubt.
Yeah.
He gone with the Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
Wow.
WRVU 91.1 FM.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole kind of
the 911 show.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Vandy. He hit the radio show he had the radio station there. I had the radio station in Bowling Green, and I was in Nashville all the time.
And let me ask you this: you ain't never spit your history the whole time y'all did this podcast.
We have, but we don't talk about that shit. I mean, we got bigger fish to fry.
On the big and better things, man.
Since I'm being interviewed right now, my side of the story is 94, 95, 96. I dropped Larger Than Life with my man Vertigo. Out of Marietta, GA, which is where we are right now.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy. We talking about 30 years ago. And I got my first taste of the shit, this business, this culture, everything. I got my first deal out of LA.
Tell him who.
Mike Karen.
Oh,
Atlantic
wow.
Records.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I know
but
Mike Karen.
His shit was Serious Entertainment.
Right.
Socrates. All of that shit.
So it was like a subsidiary.
DJ. This was his shit. DJ Adam 12.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah.
Adam. Man.
Yeah. The cat that gave Mike my demo is my man from Good Vibe and all that. Matt Kahane.
Matt.
So he was the front desk at Atlantic. They in there doing they shit.
Of course.
On Atlantic's dollar, right? We walk in, we out in LA, first time out in LA, we shopping. Don't nobody do that shit no more. We went to LA and New York and walked.
Tearing shit up. Tearing shit up.
I remember going
These
in
motherfuckers drove to LA.
Dude.
Yeah, drove to LA.
Yeah, we about to do that shit. We about to do that straight. Yeah, we about to do that.
Yeah, 36 hours straight.
We about to do that?
Yeah, we
40.
about to
Look.
We about to do that.
If you don't do it, if you don't do it like this, I don't advise you do it. We in an Explorer. We got a twin size mattress in the back.
And the bad's at. Right.
You drive out a tank of gas, you co-pilot a tank of gas, and you sleep a tank of gas. 36 hours straight, non-stop, Atlanta to LA. Yeah, that's how we did that.
Y'all rode through Colorado and Wyoming?
Nah, we went the southern route. We went through Texas and New Mexico and all that shit. Yeah, the 10. We took the 10 all the way out there.
10, southern.
But yeah, we went out there and shopped our shit. That was the only call we got. And the next thing you know, Mike Karen.
That's great.
He's like, I gotta have this shit.
I remember, yeah.
So we dropped it and went back out there to make sure shit was straight. And
Shit wasn't straight.
Nah, it was good.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it was good.
Okay.
He did his thing. I don't have no complaints. That was my first taste of it. I'm in the fucking rap pages off of Mike Karen. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Dupri on the cover.
Oh, I was going to ask you if it was a Pete Rock and CL Smooth one.
Jermaine Dupri is on the cover. I'm in between. Now, this the wildest shit ever. As far as like the new artists for that episode go, I'm in between Eminem, Eddie Meeks and Vertigo, and Cardinal Official.
God damn.
Oh shit.
That's ill.
That's ill.
So that's how I jumped off, and then always wanted to do shit on our own and get our own merit. I just broke out, man. I left Atlanta. I hit Nashville. That's why I met John.
Yeah.
He told me about his show. I was on my way to Memphis. I was like, all right, so check this out. I got to go to Memphis. While I'm in Memphis,
I still got to get out there, man.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
I ain't been to Memphis yet.
Memphis
That's
is
crazy.
Hey, man, look here, man.
You gotta go.
Look,
You got me?
Look
You
at
got me? Yeah.
I'm
looking
taking
right at you.
I'm taking you.
Shout out to Crunchy
I'm
Black,
taking you.
man.
I'm taking you to Memphis.
Yes,
and
sir.
We're gonna eat
Memphis
barbecue.
is real, man.
Oh, man.
And we gonna go to Tunica, which is like 30 minutes away.
Tunica
and we're
got
gonna
the
hit the
casino up there.
Stacks.
Yup.
No, but you know, I'm more of a Stacks. Yeah, and all that.
We're gonna do Soulsville.
No doubt.
Nah, I went out there.
And you mentioned that up. I grew up on East Macklemore.
Oh,
so
wow.
fuck out of here.
East
Here we
Macklemore
go.
as well. Like exactly
Where
where.
Stacks.
That's the main.
Yeah.
Stacks joined us.
That's
Yeah.
the main
That's
shit.
on the mound. They ain't on the mound, right?
that's South Memphis.
That's
That's South Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I was out there one time hanging out with
know.
Crunchy Black crazy ass,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
He had me-
yeah.
Crunchy Black.
You a wild boy. You wild.
Me.
Wow. You wild. Yo.
Yeah, if he chilling with me, yeah. If he chilling with me, you know he's wild.
You wild, wild.
He chilling with me and Ghost, you know he's wild.
Hammer Man. Let's call it that. Not Hammer Time, Hammer Man. Nah, but real talk, man. That Memphis, man, straight love. I promise you. Because Memphis, I got partners right now. Matter of fact, it's so.
Won't be no Atlanta without no Memphis.
No, Atlanta, no. Right now, like
talk
this.
To him,
Atlanta. Hold on.
Yeah.
We gotta say it just like that though. But we gonna get it correct though. Hold on, we gonna say this. Nah. Let me say this.
Say what you're saying, dog.
Atlanta got put on the game when the South had something to say, and I think we were the spokesperson for everybody from the South. Not everybody, but everybody. Okay, and what I'm gonna say is, hold on. Down South, we already knew what was popping. So I'm gonna put Memphis on that block. I put that on everything from 8-Ball, MJG, the list go on. So I ain't doing that. South Carolina came a little later. I'm just saying. Atlanta was the first one to stand up for the South, and I'm going to respect Memphis.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to keep it like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because,
but no crunk music.
No, I ain't talking about the crunk.
No crunk music without 3 6 Mafia. I'm sorry.
Oh, of course not.
End the story. In the store.
Oh, Lord, that's a whole nother topic.
I know. Shit,
I can take it back to Weather Report. You know,
on the mainstream.
Shit.
I gotta shout out Al Capone.
Al Capone is that dude.
Gangsta Black, Player Fly.
You know
what I'm saying?
All of
Gangsta Pat, all them boys, man.
Okay, we can go back to
shout out to the DJ
O. We can go back to Edward J tape.
Man, DJ Paul, Spanish Fly. Tom Ski Mask, DJ Squeaky.
Okay,
I mean,
but then who put it out there with Outkast, Goody Mob, Young Bloods?
Hey man, shouts out to LaFace, man. We good, man.
Added crew.
Hey, big up to the South, man. That's all.
Big up to the South. Word up.
Big up to the South.
Word up. I always love the South, man.
Let's do it.
That piece of Southern Vanguard. Southern Vanguard.
We are the guard.
Y'all got, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to change it to Vanguard. Vanguard. Southern Vanguard.
Plural.
You know, I'm coming from New York with the guards. You know what I'm saying? Southern Vanguard.
And I would love
that. Word up.
Love the South, though.
Yeah.
Love the South.
Man.
All right.
Yeah.
Because if you move up top, you get shit back down south.
It's a proven fact. Right, Watts?
Nah, right. Goes without saying.
And my dog dropped some solo classics too. You know, y'all didn't get into that. Drop some solo classics.
Hey, look, man.
Solo classics.
No, we be back.
Do you know how many times we interview folk and it could have easily been like a 3-4 hour interview? We have to cut ourselves off.
Here's the thing, though. Large. Here's the thing, though, man.
What's your favorite Large Professor solo album, though?
Cut the bullshit. Cut this. That's a whole nother episode, man.
And I talked to Meeks about this. I talked to Meeks about this, man. I've got to imagine.
I don't want to ill. I just want to chill.
Now we're gonna have an in-studio
performance,
with me,
man.
Come on, stop man.
Stop playing with me, man.
Seriously,
look,
Large.
Let's sign off, God.
Do you?
Let's sign off, man. This nigga Watts, man.
Instigate.
I'm just chilling, man. I just want to chill.
This whole time, Large, since Saturday, since Watts hit me, I'm just like, all right, man, we got to figure out some non-regular shit to talk to Large about.
Exactly.
Because I know you always get hit with the typical shit. And I'm just like, man. You know what I mean? So
building with y'all, man. This is a beautiful build right here, man. Yeah. I'll be right back, man. I guarantee you, I'll be right back. I'm running with Watts, so I will be right back down south.
Nice.
And we will be talking again very soon, man.
There it is.
Word. All right. Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
Yeah. XP Large Pro. I don't really rock with Twitter too much, man.
Okay.
I need to see more pictures, man. And
I'm with you.
Fuckers
I'm with that.
Just writing a bunch of shit, man. It's like anybody could just write anything now and shit.
Yo, my man Count-Based D told me to stop giving up all that game on Twitter, so I ain't been on that shit.
Yeah, man.
He's like, exactly. He's like, Meeks, you giving up too much game. Like, man, slow down on that.
Gilly style. Yeah, you on that Gilly shit, man. Yeah.
Right. What about you, Watts?
Man, Raw Wattage, RAWWATTAGE. That's all y'all need to know.
Raw Wattage.
It's me and DJ FX. P. Watts and DJ FX. We collectively know.
And it's at Ghost, motherfucker, on Twitter, right?
Nah, it's Mark Warner Management, actually.
Yo, it's Mark Warner Management.
With all types of underscores under it and all that.
But all that, you follow my folks up here at the radio station.
With a C,
Southern
too,
Vanguard,
Mark, with a C.
Then putting P on and P Watts on, man. Y'all gonna find me. Ain't too hard to find me, but that's because my name is Ghost. Medical field, blood on the run. That's my new company coming out. Save your life, kill you on the next. If you catch me in the street, shout it in a minute. Holla at your boy.
Hey, look.
He said he put us on.
Man.
He ain't put us on, man.
Hey, look, and we don't cut these mics off right now.
Right, shit gonna get real sloppy.
We gonna get shipped to the south.
Sloppy.
We gonna get shipped to the. We gonna get shipped to the south.
Shit gonna get sloppy.
Yo, Dad, this shit over. This shit over, man.
Press the space bar.
DJ John Doe.
Episode 200.
Right. Exactly.
No. Shit, I gotta have this shit after you edit it.
Oh, there's no editing this.
Nah, but real
out.
talk. Real talk. Mark Warner Management. Large Professor, best friend forever. P Watts. Man, my younger brother, I put this on everything, and then I represent G Factor. I want everybody out there to know that everybody gotta know that they have a genius in them. And you just gotta discover that factor within you. And everybody's a genius factor. I don't give a damn.
What is it? What's the logo? What's the motto?
G Factor.
What's the slogan? Make your passion.
Make your passion your paycheck. You ain't gotta work for nobody. Open up your own business, run your own company, and they can't dictate how much you get paid. You understand that where you come from and how much you put into it is what you get out of it. Discover your genius. I don't give a damn if you cut lawn good, if you the greatest trash man. I don't give a damn if you the greatest goddamn producer. Understand your passion and make your passion your paycheck. G Factor. Discover your genius. And I'm out.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
Cut this shit off.
Shout out to J57 and DJ Pocket.
Shout out to J57. Cut this shit off.
Now.
Southern Vanguard Radio.
No, wait.
Hold on, what? DJ John Doe, Cappuccino.
No, real quick.
We on the guard.
No, real quick.
Episode 184 coming up.
No. One more thing. J57 and I have a project that is dropping on November 7th.
Me and Large ain't on that?
Oh, the 7th.
November 7th. It features Razzcast.
11-7.
There you go.
Extra P.
It features Razzcast. It features Q Unique. It features Eddie Meeks.
Okay.
Nice.
It features El Gant. It features Zoe from Foreign Exchange. And it features 2 remixes from Drugs Beats, which ironically, Jay, I meant to talk to you about this before you got here. But actually, Large, we had Drugs do 2 remixes as a nod to Common's Resurrection.
Okay.
When you did the two remixes, right? Remember we talked about this, right? Which is even really.
Yeah, I forgot that you're experienced with radio stuff, so you know how to get in there.
I'm experienced with radio stuff. I've interviewed you before.
J57.
But anyway, so
that factor right there is crazy. That's a genius factor, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so Maxi Single Sessions Volume 2 drops November 7th. This week that you hear this, the single with Razzcast came out, and it's out on Southern Vanguard, 5-7 Music
Collective.
I'm sorry,
5-7. Good. That was the old name.
I'm sorry,
no, we're not
5-7 Collective.
But let's tell them the elephant in the room though. John Doe on the beach, J57 on the mic.
Oh, there you go.
John Doe on the beach.
Right, no. I knew you was on the mic. I knew you was on the mic.
Like mad people hearing it would be like, they produced it together.
I knew you was on the mic.
I knew you was on the mic. But after this, they're not gonna be saying that shit anymore.
Hey yo, can I say one last thing?
Yes.
Yo, Eddie Meeks, I need you on this Large Pro project because you sound like Bun B to me, and I know I ain't gonna get up.
Yeah, that's the running thing. Yo, that's the running thing. Whenever I hear your voice, he's saying my shit right now. Because whenever I hear your voice, I say, yo, he sound like Bun. He sound like Bun.
We need
and
Bun
every
B on
time
the
I
Large
say
Pro
that,
track. Can
watch,
we do that?
Yo.
We need Eddie Meeks
watch say,
on the
yo,
Large
you
Pro
right.
track.
All right.
Every time I hear your voice, I say, yo, he sound like Bun.
Yeah.
First
and
of all,
watch say, yo, you right.
First of all, the what's the documentary on Netflix again?
HipHop Evolution.
HipHop Evolution. First of all,
HipHop Evolution.
yeah, check it. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Check this out. Listen, go watch the HipHop Evolution second season. Large is in the New York State of Mind
Large Pro
episode.
Yes, sir.
But the second episode, they go to Houston and Port Arthur.
Yep.
Man.
And Lord, y'all, that ain't the first time I heard that. And every time I hear it, I really don't have no words for that shit.
Word is born. Every time I hear your voice, because Watts, he been like, yo, did you actually listen? I'm like, nah, yo, play it right now. So he playing it. And then whenever I hear your voice, I'm like, yo, he sound like Bun. He sound like Bun. He like, yo, you right.
Yo, I'm gonna say this because when we met, when we met, I couldn't hear that. But with these headphones on, it's straight Bun.
It goes.
Hey man, look here, man. Turn this shit off.
I'm sorry.
Get Ghost
over with.
That's my fault, Large. I had to plug the project.
Why don't you listen? You don't listen to me, you hard-headed, man. Turn this motherfucker off, man.
We can go all night.
Yo, Southern Vanguard
Shout out
Radio.
to Kentucky. Shout out to motherfucking Memphis, Tennessee.
South Cat.
Shout out to NY. Flushing Queens City. Flushing Queens.
B-Hall's in here.
Lord Ness.
Yeah, this shit crazy, man.
Oxygen, all that shit, nigga.
North Main, South Carolina,
Main Source, Lost Professor, J57 Meeks, John Doe, Southern Vanguards. We changing the name. It's Vanguards now.
Twice a week Meeks, twice a week Doe. Smithsonian grade. We are the guard. We out. Peace.
Y'all got some fucking new Kush Smithsonian. What the fuck?
Stop. Right. Cut it. Yeah. With all that.